All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into a seriously clever strategy, a gambit where a prisoner flips the script entirely. He takes his captors, turns them into his students, molds them into his agents, and then just sets them free on a world that's basically designed to kill them. This is the uncaging.
So, let's set the stage. Imagine this. You're part of an elite military team, and your mission is simple. Capture one guy, a powerful being named Kalan. But it turns out, Kalan was waiting for you. He springs a trap that leaves you and your team stranded light years from home, with him, your target, as your one and only ticket to making it through the day.
Okay, first up, stranded on a death world. This is the moment a totally routine mission goes completely, catastrophically, and, intentionally sideways.
And the level of deception here is just staggering. The team thought they were dropping into a yellow-ranked world. Manageable, right? A little dangerous, maybe? Instead, Kalan hijacked their transport and rerouted them to a black-ranked world, a place so deadly, the very empire that sent them is too scared to even go there.
And you can just feel the sheer panic set in immediately. Gunnery Sergeant Barron's line here just perfectly captures that oh no moment for the team. They realize they haven't just been outplayed, they've been led straight into a slaughterhouse. So what does black ranked really mean? Well, we're not just talking dangerous here. We're talking about a planet where all the normal rules of survival are thrown out the window. For this highly trained squad, their chances of survival just plummeted to basically zero. And with all their fancy tech disabled and his own power on full display, Kalan lays down the law. It's not a negotiation. It's a simple, brutal choice that forces his would-be captors to become his reluctant followers. So next up, the whole dynamic starts to shift. Months go by, and what started as a hostage situation morphs into this really intense, bizarre mentorship. We're calling this part the enemy as teacher.
You can really see the evolution here. They go from just trying not to die on day one to actually building a fortified base they name Fort Black. Kalan isn't just protecting them anymore. He's actively training them, sharpening them into something more.
And this is where Kalan gets into their heads. He plants this powerful seed of doubt, suggesting that their own government kept them on a leash, powerful enough to be useful, but never powerful enough to be a threat. And he, of all people, is the only one who can unlock their true potential. So his strategy starts to become crystal clear. Kalan isn't their captor. He's their coach. He's forging his enemies into a weapon. The real question, though, is who or what is he planning on pointing them at? Well, after months of this grueling prep, we finally get the answer. The real reason for all this is revealed. It's a mission, and the goal is to infiltrate the local power structures, the sects. This four-step plan is really the heart of his entire gambit. Think about it. This isn't about escaping the planet. No, it's about taking it over from the inside. He's turning this military squad into a team of deep cover spies. And just get a load of this. This is the ability set for their scout, Ekel. This is not your basic survival package. This is a full-on espionage and combat loadout. Kelvin isn't just making them stronger. He's literally building custom-made super soldiers for a very specific job. The team is trained. They're briefed, they're powered up, and now it's time for the final brilliant move in Kalan's plan, a calculated farewell. This right here, this is the game changer. Up until this point, all those cool new powers they had were basically on loan from Kalan. They were a leash. If he died, poof, they were gone. But now, he reveals he can physically alter their bodies to make the powers permanent. He's about to cut the leash. His parting words are just a masterclass in psychological warfare. It's a challenge, it's a bit of an insult, and it's a subtle invitation, all rolled into one. He's setting them free, but he's also daring them to become good enough to one day be his allies instead of just his pawns. And just like that, he's gone. He takes all their technology, the last real link to their old lives, and leaves behind this team that he has reforged in his own image. This, right here, is the uncaging. He has unleashed them on this world, and his ultimate endgame is still a total mystery.
And now they're on their own. Welcome to the first sorting. They're independent, they're unbelievably powerful, and as soon as they reach the village of Kaoshu, their training gets put to the ultimate test.
So they finally reach civilization, but it's not exactly a safe harbor.
The place is absolutely crawling with warriors from all over, and they're all there for some kind of great event. And this is where things get really nasty. It turns out this great event has let's call it a deadly entrance exam, known as the first sorting. It's basically a scheduled monster attack on all the newcomer camps. If you can't survive the night, well, you weren't worthy anyway. Their scout, Eckel, who's already on the inside, confirms it for them. This chaos isn't some random tragedy, it's a planned feature of the whole recruitment process. It's a brutal, real-world filter, and the team just walked straight into the middle of it.
So the team is finally free, they're more powerful than they've ever been, and their mission has begun. But they've been thrown right from the frying pan into the fire. Cathalan gave them the power and the freedom they needed to survive, but what's the real cost of a gift from your greatest enemy? And more importantly, in this deadly new world, are they finally players in the game, or are they still just pieces on a much, much larger board?